Good Saturday morning to you. I'm Meteorologist Ryan Hoke with today's edition of the Hokey video blog. So happy you're here to join us on what's been, for some folks, a raining morning across wave country. This rain, though, is not going to be sticking around for too long. In fact, it's in the dissipating stages as we speak. Most folks will be staying dry as we head toward the afternoon. Let's look at today's Hokey weather fact. We're talking about, of course, snowflakes, and we're talking about the fact that a snowflake can fall through about 1,000 feet of above 32 or above freezing air before it melts. This fact is crucial this time of year and as we head toward winter, because that will determine, will we see rain, will we see snow, can we see freezing rain, or even some sleet. And those are determined by where that melting layer is in the atmosphere above our heads and how cold it is down toward the surface. So you can go tell your friends that snowflakes can survive about 1,000 feet of above 32 degree temps. Alright, this morning on the Storm Tracker 3D radar, we've got a few of these showers continuing to move through. They're mostly just a nuisance. Had a couple reports up near Carrollton of temperatures near freezing or at freezing with that rain falling, but fortunately I don't think that's going to be a problem. We have had a few reports of accidents and some icy bridges up towards Cincinnati, though. That should be on the decrease as well. Temperatures continue to warm up. These showers continue to move out. You can see we've got one more wave moving in from just between here and Evansville, and as that continues to cycle through, we'll see just a few additional showers through the morning before things begin to improve on that front. And definitely just some cloudy skies for the afternoon here in the metro. High pressure to our east, but to our southwest, here's this developing bugger of a system down here. This thing's going to be strong as it moves on through. It's a potent short wave, a short one just above the surface there. That's going to be moving through, carrying with it the potential for some very strong winds. We'll talk about that in a second. Beautiful sunrise now from Shepherdsville. Just enough peaks in the clouds there to get us that sunrise view there from our SkyTrack camera. As we head through the day on Futurecast, still keeping a few showers by 9 o'clock, but I think by the afternoon, as you see here on Futurecast, we will be clearing things out. We may see some peaks of sunshine, but I do think mostly cloudy skies will be the rule as we see high temperatures near that 60-degree mark, but just below it, I think, here in the city. Tonight we get down into the 40s. I think any rain showers will occur over our northern counties in southern Indiana and not here in the metro through the overnight, but we'll be watching that. Should be mostly dry for us until we head towards Sunday. Look how the clouds really begin to ramp up by 7:30 on your Sunday. That's a harbinger of things to come. But first, let's get you to your forecast. If you're heading up to South Bend by this morning here, by this afternoon, if you're heading up there for game time, though, 45 degrees for the temperature at 3:30. Could see a small rain chance here and there. I think a few scattered showers are possible. Otherwise, as you're heading up there this morning, could run into a few showers as well. But, yeah, it does look like a chilly one up there. They had a few bouts of freezing rain this morning, but warmer temperatures has put an end to that, thank goodness. Here's the Sunday system. Warm front moves through as we head toward your Sunday afternoon, your Sunday evening. Look at how heavy the precip values are as we move throughout this time frame. This could be heavy rain on the order of an inch to an inch and a half here through this time frame, but very windy. There's going to be a jet aloft that's going to be just screaming, and we're talking only about 5,000 feet above the ground, so any of these thunderstorms that might take on, some convection here, which basically is a thunderstorm, could put down some of these gusty winds. We're talking maybe 35, 40 mile per hour gusts possible outside of thunderstorms, with maybe some of those 50 to 50 mile per hour gusts possible inside of thunderstorms. We're not calling for severe weather at this point, but I do think there is just a little bit of a threat for some isolated damaging wind gusts. We'll have to monitor that. There is a marginal risk of severe weather, though, that SPC has posted for about this area right here. It comes right up on our counties. So tomorrow morning we'll definitely have an update on that to see if that changes. I think instability values will be very, very low as we head toward tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. They may increase somewhat as we head toward Monday morning, so we may get more thunderstorm action, more wind gusts toward Monday morning as opposed to Sunday night. It doesn't take much instability this time of year to cause trouble with these setups when you get the high winds aloft, the low instability at the surface. There's the front as we head toward Monday morning at 5:30. Still going to be windy. Notice the snow breaking out up here across portions of Illinois. That will stay up there. Too warm here for snow, but those wind gusts still could be a problem as we head toward the front moving through on your Monday morning. Now we move toward the long-range forecast. So here's this front. that's going to be coming through Monday morning. You can see the cold air right behind it there. But what happens as we move toward Thanksgiving? Well, a reinforcing shot of cold air, you can see just how strong this one is, begins to move in here. And that could present a few issues in terms of maybe a few snow showers with a clipper-like system moving on through. Then as we head toward Black Friday, things moderate somewhat, but we still could start out chilly in the mid-20s for those Black Friday shoppers. I want to call your attention, though, to something that's going on up here. Notice how this air is kind of gathering, this cold air up toward northern portions of Montana. That could be another reinforcing shot of cool air, kind of entrenches us in a cool air pattern here across much of the country. Won't be quite as strong as the last one we had, but it may be just enough. And this is my concern here for the pattern coming up, that we might get a low that develops out here in the Rockies and tries to do this number along the periphery of this cold air here. So that could cause some wintry weather shenanigans as we head toward the end of November, the 1st of December. At this point, the model's trying to pick up on that very situation happening, but at this point, it's not conclusive as to what kind of precipitation or the exact timing of this. It is worth noting the Euro is a little warmer, keeps us on the rainy side of things during that moving through the GFS. A little colder, maybe a little snow. We'll see how that works out. But this clipper system, this clipper-like system moving through for Thanksgiving that could overspread a few snow showers out of the area is going to be relatively light. We'll have to watch to see if it ramps up in terms of snowfall potential, because there is a little bit of a chance, I think, that it could get a little more moisture entrained into it. But at this point, it does look like just a few snow showers. I think this will be centered more toward Chicago, more toward Indianapolis, and we'll kind of get the leftovers here in Louisville with some flakes flying on Thanksgiving. By the way, the most snow that we've ever had on Thanksgiving, about 1.2 inches. I don't think we'll get near that, though. In fact, accumulations, they look pretty slim at this point, if any, for your Thanksgiving. So that's a rundown of coming events here in the weather department. Kind of a busy weekend with this potential for some heavy rain, gusty winds, a few thunderstorms, and then we kind of ease off on that toward the middle of next week before we ramp up a small snow chance. I should say storm, and snow together. Yeah, that's not a word. We ramp up the snow chances just a little bit for a little clipper-like system by Thanksgiving, and then what happens toward the end of the month, still up in the air, something that we will, of course, be watching here in the Wave 3 News Weather Department. That's all for now. Join us again tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. for Wave 3 News Weekend Sunrise. I'll be here. We'll be here bright and early with you then. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.